Welcome, friends, to the Gaijin Animation Appreciation Hour with your hosts, Sig Bisley and Colt Mauser. Before we get started, please be sure to like this video and subscribe for more content just like this. Now, let the animation appreciation commence.
So you know what bumps me out sometimes? You watch a series that's set from the 80s, right? And it's set in the future. And everybody's got like cool robot arms and mechanical legs, the wheels pop out the bottom, and you could fucking like roller skate down the sides of buildings. And they realized that future was 7 years ago. And we ain't got shit. Not a goddamn thing.
Yep. I ain't got no strippers with handlebars on them that you can ride around.
Not one goddamn thing.
No.
Fucking awful.
Nope. So what in the hell are we talking about? We're talking about Goku Midnight Eye.
Or as I like to call it, the future I was denied.
A very strange but very entertaining cyberpunk OAV from 1989.
Amazingly weird, amazingly entertaining.
Yeah, so 2 parts. They're not particularly interrelated. You could watch either one by themselves. They're about
kind of
a little
single
less than an hour.
episodes. Yeah, there is no bleed over. I didn't realize that at first.
No,
yeah.
there really isn't. So what is Goku Midnight Eye? Who did it? What's going on here? So it is based on a manga.
Please explain it.
Done by Buichi Terasawa, our boy, who did Cobra, the Cobra manga.
Damn right.
He also worked on the script along with, oh God, let me pronounce this name right here. Ryuzo Nakanishi. Ryuzo Nakanishi, credits, a lot of live action stuff, not much in the way of anime. Director here is Yoshiaki Kawajiri, who's done a ton of stuff, but a lot of it is key animation, storyboards, that kind of thing. Director, though, and creator of Ninja Scroll.
Ooh.
And he also directed Vampire Entity Bloodlust. So,
Man, that's like
it's pretty good.
2 of my favorite things.
Right? And like I said, he's got a
Right
lot
off
of
the
other credits for a lot of other cool things, but they're, it's mostly his storyboards and things like
Yeah.
that. Coming from Studio Madhouse, which, it's Studio Madhouse.
Legendary.
They've done so many things. Things from like Card Captor to Sakura to freaking like Jubei-chan to like, they worked on some Crayon Shin-chan, like freaking Doraemon. Like they are everywhere. Never mind like all the, action-y stuff they're known for. Like the new Hunter x Hunter they did. Like I said before, Jubei-chan, which is pretty cool, and you should check it out. They did in-between animations on Kizumonogatari. So they are everywhere.
They're prolific.
Right? They've done a ton of stuff. Naruto movies, they're all over the place. So what the hell goes on? What goes on in Goku Midnight Eye? So it's basically...
What doesn't go on?
It's a cyberpunkish future, kind of film noir style, with a very strange journey to the West angle that doesn't need to be there, but is there.
Yeah, it doesn't do much. It's very Bubblegum Crisis-y.
Yeah, the universe feels similar, but it doesn't have quite the same level of polish or feel of Bubblegum Crisis, which is probably why it's nowhere near as popular.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So Goku's a ex-detective, ex-cop,
ex-cop.
detective cop, who is now a private detective.
A private dick, if you will.
It's basically a private eye, but he's, he may as well be a mercenary for half the shit he does.
Yeah, I don't think he has a private...
They don't really talk...
I don't think he has a private detective.
They don't really talk about whether he's got any, besides the eye part, which we'll get to, but, whether he's got any augmentation or anything, but he certainly does things that make you think he's got some sort of cybernetics going on.
They never show it if he does.
They never do, but it's just, it could just be the style.
I think
right?
he's just a bad motherfucker.
A bit over the top. Anyway, he falls into this case with a chick who's trying to bring down an evil underworld, like... He's like a fixer, drug lord, gun runner. He does everything, right? Like, he's talking to a guy. At one point, he's talking to a guy from like a third world country who's trying to overthrow the place, and they're gonna like spread diseases with locusts or something. Like,
for shame.
It's or birds. It's He's got a lot of angles. He's one of those classic anime villains.
It was
that's
that
just
whole weird
king of the
swan
underworld
thing. That was gold.
Yeah.
Like that was an elaborate plan, and it kind of would have worked. I actually appreciated it.
Yeah. So Goku,
Somebody thought about that.
He gets on this case, he gets his ass beat. There's a crazy woman with peacock feathers that come out of nowhere and make you do things. So that's another angle that's going on. There's
fucking titties
cops
everywhere,
oh,
son.
there's titties everywhere.
Like women, like female characters don't wear shirts.
That's correct.
It was
and have
very
handlebars on occasion.
hard to edit and make it YouTube friendly.
There's cops killing each other and committing suicide, and the peacock girl can make you do all sorts of stuff. And
don't stare at her peacock feathers.
Yeah, and at some point Goku has to stab his own eye out and fly off a bridge and magically get picked up by a random dude and get his eye replaced.
You know what I just thought of? If you wanted people to stare at the peacock feathers, why is she always topless?
Man, it doesn't have to make sense, man.
I'm just saying.
Don't have to make sense.
I would want to get rid of all other distractions.
Yeah, you'd figure the distracting shit would be on her titties and not over here, but that's what it is. Don't question it. Did you see what that man's wearing?
Don't.
We'll get there. So anyway, he has to stab out his own eye. He wakes up and some guy has randomly, I don't know, he's a mechanicus guy. I don't know what the hell. Gives him an eye.
I'm going to assume that they explain all that shit in the manga.
Sure.
Because they give you no backstory.
Well, let me explain what the fuck the eye does. It literally accesses.
What fucking doesn't it do?
Yeah, really. Get you a freaking beer. It accesses every computer on Earth. You can call down, I don't know, laser strikes on people. You can
access satellites,
you can
everything.
access every computer, ATMs, whatever you want to do. Cameras, doesn't matter.
At one point, he accesses an entire factory and makes some missiles.
Yes, and don't forget,
just making missiles.
He does.
Whatever.
Attaches them to his car. Don't forget.
You mean the Batmobile? That thing's
second
legendary.
car. Whatever. And don't forget that he also gets the ridiculous expandable staff, which is the weird Journey to the West thing going on.
Yeah,
where he's got
awesome.
the Goku expandable staff, except it's made of metal, and he likes to pole vault all over the place. And he likes to use it to just shoot through people.
I was just gonna say it shoots lasers.
Well, so, I don't know that it shoots lasers, or that's just the effect when it goes through people.
No,
it shoots a laser.
Pretty sure it shoots
I don't know.
Laser.
The staff is fucking awesome for some reason.
Those flying alligator things, he was shooting them with a laser. I'm positive.
Don't remind me.
I'm positive.
So anyway, enough about what happens here. Like I said, that's the first episode. Second episode is a whole different plot where he finds this other girl, and he gets in another case where her brother's some sort of super soldier, but then he's the victim because then there's this other guy who's a worse dick, and he becomes the even more powerful super soldier.
Yeah, they're just testing the super soldier serum on him.
Yeah, so he can become
the classic plot.
General Tracer and become a goddamn Hulk.
I'm a space Hulk.
Anyway, that's what happens in Goku Midnight Eye. So I ask you, what do you like about Goku Midnight Eye?
Oh goddamn, I have a list. First of all, what the fuck is up with his everybody's wardrobe is absolutely I
said what you like, not what you didn't like.
To the max. I didn't say I didn't like it. I like it. It's hilarious.
His wardrobe, it's gotta go. You cannot be wearing
He's wearing a suit jacket and a tie with no shirt.
With no shirt. I think he's got a vest on under there. But it's hard to tell because the jacket's buttoned up a little bit.
Just all abs.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's ridiculous.
It's a terrible outfit. The tie, wearing a tie without a shirt to go with the tie.
It's so dumb.
It's very bad.
It's not as bad as there's a lot of bad outfits in this one. I don't know why. But anyway, there's a lot to like about this one. It's extremely entertaining because they just jammed so much crazy shit.
It's crazy.
Because it's like cyberpunk on steroids. It just has every crazy trope. I mean, it's out of hand. But it's actually, considering how wild it is, it's pretty well written.
Yeah, the plot
itself... I did not have a lot of, bitches about the plot
The plot itself is fine. They're nice, simple plots. They're self-contained. They make sense, but they're not boring. They're good. It's fine. It does what it needs to do.
For, what are they, a 50-minute episode-ish? Pretty tight. Not a lot of wasted time. The first episode dragged a hair.
A little bit.
When he was setting up. But then once he has this magic fucking eye, everything just flies off the chains.
Yep.
What else sticks out? He's got an awesome,
He's got a Corvette. It's
awesome
a
70s Stingray.
Corvette, yeah. Which is cool.
Which is animated very well, too. I love Japan's like super detail on cars and guns, especially.
I mean, I like that it's noir, right? Like, I like that it's that noir
Yeah,
style.
it's just got that like gritty feel.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that like over the top, like, you know, every girl has to die horribly. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's also depressing for Goku.
He saves no one.
Oh, he saves
No
himself.
one.
He saves himself pretty well.
Like,
but-
he definitely, like, he picks up some W's, like, along the way, but goddamn, do not ask him for help.
No, do not ask that man for help.
You are just fucked.
Go somewhere else. Someone may be able to actually help you.
But he's a fun character. Like, it's pretty tight. I never really got bored.
It'd be nice. It would be nice. I know it may happen in the manga, but it'd be nice to explain what the fuck is up with the
Yeah, I assume that just has
the
to be
random
a
mad
manga
scientist
thing.
who
Like,
just decides to give him a
like this random dude.
ridiculous
Like, here,
eye,
just
like-
take the, like, here, have some godlike power for no fucking reason. Like,
It makes no sense. It's not like he like sends them on missions after that or something. Like,
no, it's just like, here, have fun with this thing. Like
I fished you
okay.
out of the river. Here's have this eye.
I don't know if he's testing it or what.
I mean,
but
that's what I'm assuming, but
it's weird.
maybe it's like what the hell was that movie? Upgrade, and it's all very sinister at the end.
Yeah, you gotta assume, right? Anyway, I lost my train of thought.
What was the other thing that was, you know, I said this before, but the Journey to the West angle doesn't, I don't understand why it's even there. Like, why does he have to be named Goku? Why does he have to have an expandable staff? It's
No
kind of
idea.
silly. It looks silly when he's like pole vaulting around.
Yeah.
I mean, I get the idea of
Otherwise,
giving him a
to
cool
keep
weapon,
up with those villains, they were gonna have to give him like Rocket Pack or something.
yeah, I mean,
Because
I
you
get
can't
it.
fight like Boomer tier.
At least he didn't have the cloud, I suppose, but
you know, it's like you're fighting fucking Terminators and shit.
I don't know.
all the
Give him
time.
like he's got the flying car eventually. Just give him the flying car.
Oh, so embarrassing. It got like chumped immediately.
Yes, it did.
They have this whole waste of time scene where he's like turning his like sexy Corvette into like basically the Batmobile. It
flying
fucking flies and shit.
missile
It's got
Batmobile.
missiles, and then it literally gets chumped by the
Immediately.
guy he's trying to kill.
He probably should have put some
Fucking
armor on it.
immediately.
You know, that would have been smart. A little
like
armor.
It lasts like 30 seconds. He drives it there, and then it gets smoked. It's like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, listen. No one ever accuses Goku of being
Anyway,
smart.
what else should I critique? Oh yeah, animation. It's Madhouse. It's excellent. Like,
It's
for the
good.
time-
Yeah, I mean, it's
they
got
didn't
that-
spend a ton of money on it, but like
Yes.
Madhouse's stock animation is very good.
It's
all the
good.
character designs are stock 80s Madhouse. Like, you know, if you've seen why did my brain just go dead?
Your brain doesn't even work anymore.
Nah, it doesn't. It's pickled. Ninja Scroll. Sorry, I kept thinking Ninja Warrior. What a retard.
Yeah.
But anyway, it like they all have that blocky like Ninja Scroll look. You know what I mean?
Yes. No, I know exactly what you
Which
mean.
I enjoy. Very nostalgic. But I mean, just a solid, entertaining 2 hours. I got really no bitches.
Yeah, and it's
Like I said, that first episode's a little slow. There's a lot of exposition, like a lot of talking at parts.
it's free to watch right now too. So
Yes, this one you can actually just go on Amazon and watch.
yep. Well, I mean, for like technically, I think it's on IMDb's service because it's got ads.
Oh yeah.
So I think you can literally watch it wherever you can watch IMDb stuff, which
yeah, it's kind of
assuming
everywhere.
on the website. So
So I would definitely 100% check this one out. It's just wacky fun.
well, agreed.
And it's classic. And it shows you an awesome future that you'll never have. Wah, wah, wah.
No, we got the lame dystopia that has all the negatives and none of the cool like robot arms and neon.
None of the awesome, like, roller skate rocket boots.
Corporations rule everything, but you know, again,
Except we don't get any of the cool shit.
yeah, no robot suits. Like it's
Pretty lame. Anyway, check it out. Tell us what you think. Catch you next time.
well, that's all for today, everyone. We'd like to thank all of you for tuning into another episode of the Gaijin Animation Appreciation Hour. Please remember to like and subscribe, and may your entertainment be always, well, entertaining.